We purchased this house in 2018. I knew I needed someone to help me. I might be okay picking one light, but to pick out 20 lights and different finishes for the counters and the faucets and all of that, I just felt like I needed some help. And I thought this might be the last house we ever have, so I'd always wanted to work with a designer. I thought this was my best chance. I read an article, and I think it was in the Roanoke Group, and I just loved the pictures of her house. So I thought, well, if I liked her house, then certainly I'd like what she picked for my house. So that was the reason why I didn't even try to research any other designers. I just saw that and I liked it. I called her and I told her I'd never worked with a designer before. I didn't know what in the world to expect, but she was very easy to work with. Explained the whole process.
The first time I pulled up to Kelly and Dick's home, the initial consultation, wild turkeys, deer, their horse eating over here. I mean, it is so picturesque. And I just thought, this is gonna be so easy to design because it is just stunning. After entering the home and we started talking about floor stains and paint colors and what Kelly was envisioning or what she was wanting in her new home, it was easily summed up in Southern traditional low country. I mean, it's like a Southern plantation out here.
The first thing people notice when they come in is usually the lighting. They're oversized, which was probably not what I would have chosen, but that's why it's a good thing that Emily was involved. And I think they make the room. And the one in the dining room is, it's huge. I just would have never been able to pull the trigger on that.
The entire home needed lighting replacements. So it was a large lighting plan. And I very kindly tried to say, some of these are gonna be a little out of your comfort zone. Some might be a little larger, a little different than you expected, but just trust us a little bit. And in the end, they went with what we chose. And I think it's fantastic.
I think it will be an ongoing process because you can always add more layers. It looks very finished, but she can always suggest one more thing, and it just adds to the beauty, I think.
To have a home complete is unrealistic, that you are going to want to add layers and art and things that you've collected throughout your life. And so having the honor really to keep coming back and helping design spaces here is a great compliment, I think, to our work.
I would recommend anybody work with Emily and Emily.